Virgo? It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess. Excuse me. Back at it again. With the general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2022, baby. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. That's where all my content is. Spirit Squadron is going steady and strong. For daily content, check out my Instagram, justj_everything, TikTok, justj, or at justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, please check out my website. To book an appointment with me or a session with me, my website, or just DM me. We'll make it happen. But justjeverything.com. So Virgo, when I lean into your energy, it felt a bit avoidant, a little bit defensive, bordering on assertive and aggressive, and it feels like it's time to relax. I know that you've got you to depend on is what it feels like. You're dependent on you. And, that's going to manifest differently for everybody. And that may not just be in like your relationships, it may be at work, it may be within friends or family. But I do feel like with the sun moving into Taurus, there is going to be this spotlight on your home life. Finding the finer things. Stability. The things that you consider mine, your possessions. You may be very protective of that, protective of yourself. Go listen to John Mayer's Home Life. Damn, I think that's off like Continuum. That may be from like 2005. Home Life by John Mayer. We'll see what the reading is, but I feel like that's what I want to name the video. Anyway, so your ruler, Mercury, has been in Taurus since April 10th. And you've been, I feel like in this energy, in your body, into like this, like being money-minded. I feel like you've been money-minded for a while, or really just like focusing on comfort, on peace, stepping things up in some way, getting to the next level in some sort of way. And then on April 29th, when your ruler Mercury goes into Gemini, things get very fun and social, but then again, they can start to get really analytical, overly analytical, hasty. There's a lot of good ideas coming in. You may see a very clear path, and I feel like it's good that you can see the path, but now is not particularly the time to act on it yet, because Mercury is going to retrograde in Gemini on May 10th. And it's going to go retrograde all the way back into Taurus in Gemini season. So no big money moves. I feel like this is a great time to start doing something and putting work and action into the ideas, but not launching anything. I don't even feel like necessarily talking to a bunch of people who, unless they're qualified to help you out. But this isn't the time to be talking about all of your future plans with just anybody and everybody, unless they're, it's pertinent to them. But I just feel like this could be a time where it's important to just have fun. Let yourself just play during this retrograde. You don't need to make all these big decisions. It feels like it's time to relax. Give your mind, give yourself, give the hustle and bustle, all that stuff, give it a break. Don't overthink, but use your wisdom and your previous experiences to guide you, is what I wrote. Mercury retrogrades back into Taurus in Gemini season, and so it's important to not commit yourself to things, not sign these big contracts or make these big moves yet. I feel like it's time to play, explore. There's going to be insight and ideas and all this inspiration that come through by way of that play and that, joyful exploration. So it's important to allow yourself that. Then on May 15th or 16th, depending on your time zone and where you're at, there is the full moon. Why do I keep forgetting to write this? Anyway, there's on May 15th, 16th. Actually, before I even say this, I want a spotlight because we're about to enter into eclipse season. And for some reason, I forgot to write it down on here. But on going back, so here we go, that retrograde, going back, there may be some like do-over energy or something that you forgot, or something like moving so fast that you forgot something important, or moving in haste so much that you accidentally offend people, or or drop the ball in some sort of way. And so that could just be something to check out for. And I'm not saying that I dropped the ball by forgetting to tell you about this one thing. I'm remembering it. But that's just, I pay attention to all the little symbolisms and everything. And so I feel like that is something that could be coming in for you. So that's what I'm saying. You just don't need to just play with it, because to the extent that you can. I feel like now is the time to just really focus on ideas, and cultivating, building those ideas, bringing those ideas to life in like a physical way, not in a, hey, I am launching and presenting this to the world kind of way. So, and that's because the shifts, the plates are shifting. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like realignment that's happening. On April 30th, we have the new moon partial solar eclipse in Taurus. And this solar eclipses change our trajectory in life. They are big transitions. And so where you think you're going, there is going to be a little course correction. There is going to be maybe a little skirt kind of moment, skirt. And I do feel like this is going to impact, with it being Taurus, your possessions, what you think is mine, your work ethic, how you make money, your comfortability, you know what I mean? The things that you are devoted to, the things that you have. There's going to be just a shift there, and things may be getting eclipsed out, things may be getting eclipsed in, and it's just an important time to surrender, it feels like. Because like, it almost feels like it's time to just like surrender to like riding the wave. You know what I mean? And so let that be a thing. There will be new goals and new trajectory. Interestingly enough, I just skipped over this. I did write it down. I just skipped over it and I didn't. So that's what I mean. See, it's like do-over energy. Like, oh, did I make this mistake? Actually, I didn't, but I made the mistake in this way. So it's just like, either way, slow down. That's going to happen for some of you. But going back forward, so on the 10th, Mercury retrogrades in Gemini, and then on the 15th or the 16th, depending on where you are, we have the full moon total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And I feel like you're definitely getting to say goodbye to some of the deep stresses of the last 6 months to a year. The unacknowledged emotional wounds, things are finally like coming up to really be laid to rest. Something like won't ache as much or won't hurt as much anymore. And I feel like that is another thing that you're going to need to surrender to, or to pay attention to. Now, Virgo, last time it was y'all that fucking burned me with this angle. So I'm going to be getting up and checking the camera all the time just to make sure. Hydrate, light it if you got it, relax, and take some time with me. Stretch. I feel like this is a fellow Earth season, so it's a great time to get back into prioritizing your physical body, what you eat, the kind of like your diet, the media you consume, the company that you're around, how you take care of yourself. This is Empress season. So Virgo, empty your lungs. Take a deep breath when you're ready. Because we are reaching out to our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2022. I just saw someone rocking. And some of you may be rocking, someone's like rocking a baby to sleep, or rocking maybe some of you, like that's a soothing thing. Maybe you're needing soothing, getting grounded. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups are the first cards to come up, with the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like this is a deep period of self-love. You need to relax. This Page of Swords is has mercurial energy. So this is this could be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. But I do feel like with Page of Swords being the first card out, this is the the initial stages of a new mindset, the initial stages of a new perspective on life. Excuse me, all this like burping energy is coming up. I feel like you're getting a lot off your chest or getting stuff out of you. Some of you, I feel like you're finally at a point where you're ready to get your art outside of you. You cannot go to your grave in this lifetime with your art still inside of you. You need to really allow yourself to be creative. Some of you, there's so much you want to do, but you don't know where to start, and it's time to start in the realm of your mind. Start listening to your thoughts. Be done with it. Take a break from all the busy work and all the things that you're needing to do. Some of you need vacations. Some of you need vacations away from your children. Some of you need vacations with your children. I feel like from the mouths of babes, you're going to get some new idea from being around kids or from humbling yourself. There could be some sort of humbling experience that comes in. I feel like some of you finally get to articulate something that you've been confused about, or you finally get to clear the air with someone that has had like a hold on your heart, or has like a tug on your heart or a hook in you in some sort of way. I feel like there is like clearing the air energy. The advice coming out saying that there could be some uncomfortable conversations, and you're being asked to take the high road. You're being asked to use your words very wisely, to really think objectively. I feel like this could be someone, there also may be someone who's like really like a smart ass or a smart aleck, or someone who's being really a kid that's very intellectual around you. They may be having like a confused time, or you may be and like a bit of a fog. There's a lot of clouds here already in both of those cards, a lot of blue and a lot of clouds. And that's something that's been coming up in all the readings, is like this is a heavy time to us to get into exploring our subconscious minds. And I feel like because this is fixed earth, it's going to be easier for us to ground into our reality, easier for us to find that center, easier for us to ground into the now and to stay present. Like the welcoming of the earth, the welcoming of this earth season is going to make it easier for us to just ground and for us to just like get settled. And because of that, you're going to be able to have access to your subconscious mind, is what, like a different kind of access to your subconscious mind than you normally do, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I do feel like you're going to be able to like see all of these things that have created confusion. Some of you, there could have been, there is a need to get in tune with your shadow. There's a need to really start accessing your inner child. Time to figure out like how old is your inner child? What are they wearing? What are they doing? Are they, sitting in a corner crying constantly, or are they running through a field of daisies oblivious, or are they nervous or scared? It's time to like figure that out. And also it's time to understand the difference between your inner child and your shadow, and that your shadow needs love too. Your shadow needs conversation. It's and it needs exploration. It's just that raw, uncut version of you. I feel like there's a lot of shadow work coming up in Taurus season for a lot of signs. It's something that's been this reoccurring theme, this us having access to our subconscious mind. But I also feel like some of you, Mercury going into Gemini is going to be bringing in beautiful ideas. I feel like your creativity just comes alive. For some of you, your spirituality just comes alive and you're really able to articulate yourself in a different way. You're really able, and Taurus rules the throat. And so I do feel like a lot's coming out. You're finding words for things that you didn't have words for or you weren't able to express previously. You may be writing a lot or getting creative or getting poetic or romantic, receiving notes, receiving messages that you didn't expect to receive, receiving apologies or olive branches being extended possibly. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that you're having a really important conversation with. I feel like also this is a great time to acknowledge, are you self-sacrificing in some area in your life? Are you feeling taken advantage of in some sort of way? Where is there confusion? How can you resolve that confusion in your life? Some of you, I feel like there is, and this isn't for everybody, but some of you, there is something about drinking. You may need to really, or escapism. It's like not all addiction are substances and drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? There's, some people are addicted to drama. Some people are addicted to rejection. Some people are addicted to stress, to the fast pace, you know, kind of thing. And I feel like there may be a vice. It's just time to look at your vices. But it's also a time to really get imaginative and dream. And some of you, I feel like, are trying psychedelics or different kinds of psychedelics for the, you know, or doing psychedelics in a different place than normal. Something like that. There is a need to really get explorative and to let your mind meet your spirit. Let your mind meet your beliefs. Expand an expansion of beliefs, possibly. Only 2 cards out, lots to say. I feel like also that could be a thing. You may just have a lot to say, Virgo, and I feel like this would be a great time for you to actually start listening. Start really observing, paying attention, saying less and observing more. I feel like there is a lot that will be revealed to you and a lot of ideas that you can act upon or brainstorm upon if you actually start listening. And I feel like for some of you, there's like ideas found with the youth or with younger people or you know, that's going to be different for all of you, but there is some sort of inspiration coming in by way of, I also feel like some of you have kids and one of them may be like need your attention, and you can tell they need your attention because their fucking attitude or they're being like really like a smart ass. I feel like if you have children, it's important to start talking to them about drugs. It's important to start talking to them about sex. I don't care if they're like 7. It's 2022 and I need you to get real. They're having the conversation with their friends. They might as well have that conversation with you. Get mad at me if you want to, but that's just the truth. All right, Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. For Leo, I did not mean to say Leo. For Taurus season 2022. Those are the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising for Taurus season 2022. The Queen of Swords and the King of Cups, with the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That looks like a little bit of a love triangle. Some of you may be in, with the 7 of Swords underneath that. Some of you may be in a bit of a love triangle, or you may figure out secrets, or your spidey senses are tingling about something. Some of you are in a situation with someone. They may have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Cancer, or Pisces placements, and you're in a situation and you're like, or you're connected to them or something. Maybe some of y'all just got yourself into something and now you're like, I have no fucking business in this. How are we here? And I feel like a way out comes. A way out comes. It may be painful, but there is data that is learned in that pain, and new love and new rejuvenation will come through. But for right now, center of the reading is the Queen of Swords. So it's important for you to really prioritize your mind, and I feel like you do. You're striving for more, you're striving for like mastery over your words or your marketing skills or your oration skills. You talking, you may have to give presentations or talk to people or be more social. There could be a lot of people in your life. There's 3 core cards out, so I feel like there may be a lot of cooks in the kitchen. I feel like some of you are initiating a new relationship with yourself. Mercury in Gemini is going to help you articulate stuff. It's going to help you find language. I feel like also there could be healing with siblings, healing with maybe your siblings' children, nieces, cousins, aunts, nephews, things like that. There's just a lot of people around, a lot of family around. I feel like there could be maybe someone's in therapy or you are in therapy or you're finding language and really articulating your feelings about what you need. I feel like that would be really beneficial for you. Some of you need there could be a partner in your life. Doesn't have to be romantic, could be a best friend or a father or something, and you need to articulate, hey, I need more emotional support, or I feel like I can't get a rise out of you. I feel like I can't get, a feeling out of you, or I'm not feeling connected. I feel like it's important for, I feel like some of you are nervous that someone that you're with is better paired with someone else. And it's time to be really honest about that. It's time to have that honest, brutal truth. And if you're jumping from the Page to the Queen, I feel like that's fast progress. The sooner that you are truthful from the mouths of babes, you may find out something from kids, or there may be somebody with kids or something like that. But it just feels like there are truths coming out that are going to initiate a new chapter in your life. And you need to be really, really honest about your capacity to show up and be there for people, or to enforce your own boundaries. Some of you, I feel like, need to be honest about the fact that there may be some depression or anxiety that needs to be addressed. And I feel like it's just time to relax. It's time to, there's so much blue here, and we'll look at it in the plunge. That's on patreon.com/justjeverything. There is, we'll definitely be pulling more cards and clarifying all of this, but let me just get the final card. Final message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2022. I feel like there's a lot of introspection, a lot of maybe going back in the past, understanding where you learned this behavior from, how you want to change. Are your desires actually your desires? Are your morals your morals? Did you inherit those from someone? Do you want to learn something? I'm also seeing like a sunset over like red rocks or like mountains. So maybe some of you are like going out, because there's a lot of water indicated here, and I feel like being around water would be great. But some of you need to reconnect with the desert, reconnect with some of you need to acknowledge that you feel like a desert, or that you feel depleted or dried up. There are things to say, Virgo. Let me check the camera. And some of you, there's like this mistrust. Yeah, there's something, there may be someone around that you don't trust, or you don't trust anymore, or someone may need you to show up as an emotional support. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in. Someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming in. This is all air and water. Final card, final message for Virgo. And so this feels productive. This feels like it's just time to get your mind right. There may be a lot of options coming in. It's time to articulate yourself about the options. This could be like there's so much to do, or there's so many people that you're interested in or that are interested in you, and it's time to be real about what kind of connection you want. It's time to turn away from the confusion. See how the Queen of Swords is turning her back on the Seven of Cups? It's time to turn away from all the confusion. I feel like you take the time to visualize what it is that you want. You take the time to really lean into your own discernment, your own intuition. You'll be able to, the things that you're like, I don't know about this, you'll be able to feel the answer if you really lean into it. Take some time, give yourself some quiet time, give yourself some alone time by the water or in nature, by the mountains, in the desert, however it is, whatever, wherever you are. Take some time and really allow yourself to ruminate on these things. Because, like, what do you actually want? And don't string people along. Don't let yourself be strung along. If you feel like someone's stringing you along and being, like, lukewarm about you, the fuck? Please. Don't be a groupie. Keep it moving. All right. Final card. Final message for Virgo. Sun, moon, and rising. I just heard Ariana's breathing. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. I know we're gonna... the Empress, but it came out on its side. Final card, final. Yes, with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you. You can do bad all by your damn self. You got this either way. If you are, if some of you are deciding to break up or move on or move or go a different way, go in a different direction, you'll be divinely supported. I feel like you already know how to provide stability and abundance for yourself. It's just really important that you put your oxygen mask on first, ultimately. The Empress is coming out to say, hey, like, there's some seeds that you've planted that are ready for harvest. And it's time for you to really evaluate the way that you're wielding your sovereignty. The Empress has come out a lot. Not a lot, a couple times. But I feel like, Virgo, you're the first sign that didn't get an ace. There's a lot of people out, and you got the Empress. So I feel like you've been building, the Divine's been giving you stuff. You've been in the position to receive, because I feel like you are so deeply devoted to your cause, your family, your friends, yourself. And some Virgos, it wavers. Some are very deeply devoted to themselves and to creating the optics that they want, creating the vision of their life that they feel like they need to have. And some of you, and some are deeply devoted to others and really like self-sacrifice and self-sabotage and keep themselves in the background. And I feel like now is the time to use your critical eye to not beat yourself up, but to really start to visualize and dream up and feel into. The way you worry is the way I want you to start visualizing the future that you want. Because there are multiple opportunities for public success and recognition, for harmony to be established within your life, spiritually, physically, and sexually. Some of you, this could be a baby. Some of you, I don't know, some of you are having a baby, maybe by your husband or by another man or by someone else, or there could be some kind of drama like that where someone's having a baby with someone else, or like friend drama, like baby drama in the personal circle or something like that. That's not for everybody. But it could be like, girl, guess who got who pregnant? Like that kind of thing. Or, oh shit, bitch, I can't believe I fucked up and now I'm, that kind of thing. For some of you, this is giving birth to a business. Some of you are reaping a bountiful harvest, and stability is going to be provided as long as you harness your willpower into establishing a new, healthier mindset and perspective on life and on your future. Harness your willpower into clearing up this confusion, into creating a plan of action versus just like being paralyzed in fear. Break things down, take things down in baby bites. Really allow yourself to just do like small tasks if you're struggling with like what to do first. Give yourself those tasks, but also, and those goals, but really start dreaming up visualizing what you want it to look like. Start talking about it using your words and the power of your voice and your vibration to start materializing into your physical life the support, the love, the adoration that you want. But I also feel like some of you are, you could be tempted by someone. We'll clarify what's going on with the King of Cups, and why they're there. There may be somebody that just really gets you, someone that is fair, is balanced, emotionally really mature. But let's say that your phone is dry as fuck. There's no one on deck, no roster, no prospects. It feels like you are really leveling up in the realm of your mind and how you express yourself. And there are multiple opportunities for you to be more masterful with your emotions, for you to be fair, for you to be honest, and for you to really display just how much you've learned and how balanced you are. I do feel like there may be somebody with Taurus or Libra placements coming in that is going to help remind you how to treat yourself better, how to focus on yourself more. Some of you, there may be some information or some stuff going on about your mother or motherhood or pregnancy or things of that nature. But this just feels like the closer you get to Gemini season, and that makes sense because that's your ruling planet is in rulership. It'll be home then. The closer we get to Gemini season, it feels like you're getting very comfortable and you're just embodying the creative side of yourself way more than the analytical side. I feel like leaning into your creative side and your and having fun and playing is going to make the dealing with that logical analytical side of you easier. The two of you can like coexist better once you allow for that balance to happen. And you will allow yourself to slow down, allow yourself to focus on the hard stuff, the emotional stuff, the mental health stuff, so that you can properly, like, you can enter the work field or re-enter this passion or enter this pregnancy or this marriage or whatever, this commitment. You can enter it with a full cup and feeling whole and willing to be seen, excited to be seen. Let's get into it. I love you. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.